Yo, we're back. It's your boy ML Linnell, back with a new video. Very excited to share this video with you guys. It's actually my second take. I filmed the whole 20 minutes earlier, and turns out the microphone wasn't working properly. So doing it again. And also, before we do get into this, hit a like and subscribe if you do enjoy my content. I'm keen to show you guys more of this stuff. So yeah, hit that like and subscribe button. And before we do get into it, I also do want to say, with you guys, this video, it took a lot of work to get out, and to really, show you guys and show the world. It's been my second time doing this. I basically, even learning this stuff was basically a whole challenge. But I do it all for you guys, and I do it to educate you guys as well. And just so you guys know, I'm not a doctor. I'm just an educator. And it's free education for you guys. So anyway, let's get straight into it. Okay, male mind. The male mind before, during, and after sex. Let's go. So what we're going to do are 3 topics: testosterone, the amygdala, and emotions. So testosterone before sex in men. First of all, let's learn what testosterone actually does. Testosterone fuels libido, risk-taking, and your competitive drive. So if you're a man with high testosterone, you're going to be a man that has, well, your dick's going to get hard a lot more than the man who doesn't have high testosterone. And this is just a fact. I mean, it's just the way the man works with testosterone. And that's basically what libido is. It's your sex drive and your ability to get up and do these kind of things. It also is involved with risk-taking and competitive drive. So if you're a man who takes a lot of risks, you're most likely a high testosterone person. And it fuels that competitive drive, which basically propels you to compete and propels you to want to be dominant. This is what testosterone does. And it propels you to want to compete to get that award, or get that prize, or be the winner. This is the main. This is testosterone basically. And look, before sex, testosterone is. I mean, it helps a lot. I mean, testosterone is linked to having desirable behavior, and it's linked to actually finding a mate. How crazy is that? So if you have high testosterone as a man, you're more likely to find a wife to have kids with. This is how testosterone works in men. So this is why you see these alpha men. They're promoting testosterone because this is actually what it does for men. It helps you find a mate to have babies with. What else does it do? It increases while flirting. So yeah, if you're standing there with a girl, your testosterone is going to actually increase when flirting with her. If she's touching your arm, if she's in front of you, playing with her hair, doing up a ponytail, and you guys are laughing, flirting, whatever, your testosterone is actually increasing. And this is good because, as we mentioned earlier, it fuels your libido. So these are all good things to have. This is interesting. Testosterone, it fluctuates from up and down in social interactions. So basically, if you're talking to a girl and you're talking to her, you will have high testosterone because you're flirting with her. And then let's say, another man walks by, he's an alpha man, and he starts talking to that girl, your testosterone will decrease because she's now into him, she's lost interest in you, and she's just keeping you there just for fun while she's talking and flirting with this guy. So let's say you, as that guy, you go and talk to another girl and you start flirting with her, your testosterone will go back up because you're talking to a girl, you're flirting with her, you guys are having your kind of vibe, and your testosterone is going back up, which is a win for us guys. It's what we want. Anyway, moving on, your amygdala, which is basically an almond-shaped, uh, part of your brain. It's in like the middle of your brain. It'd be about, my finger's about that big, be about that big in your brain. It's the part of your brain that is responsible for the fight or flight response. This is the amygdala. So what does it do before sex? Well, what does it do in general? It adds emotion to sexual cues and is linked to aggression, which we'll find out more about this later. It's adding emotion to sexual cues. So if you get a sexual cue from a girl, like you make eye contact, she smiles at you, or you're looking at her and she's playing with her hair, for example, she starts touching you, you're going to add that emotion to that sexual cue. And that's what your amygdala is doing. So basically, yeah, you're finding that connection with emotions and sexual cues. This is what your amygdala does. To improve your amygdala strength, which will help you pick up on these sexual cues and help you get more sexual cues because you're picking up on sexual cues because you have a stronger amygdala. You can do breath work or you can meditate. You can do things that calm your mind and things that help you relax. That will actually improve your amygdala strength and help you pick up on these cues and link emotions to those cues. And yes, also the amygdala adds emotion to your memories. So, for example, if you feel an emotion during an event, your mind is going to recall that event at a later date. And the emotion that you felt from that event, it will feel that emotion in the present moment. So if you're flirting with a girl 10 times and you flirt with her, or you flirt with any girl for the 11th time, you're basically going to feel the emotions that you felt flirting with all the other girls all those 10 times, or with your girlfriend if that's what you're doing. Okay, now emotions. This is the crazy part. This is the emotions before sex when you're flirting. Your past emotions that you have had from flirting affects how you feel in that current situation. So if you've had these past experience with women and they've led to sex and you're flirting with a girl, it's like that's the emotion that you're carrying forward when you're talking to that girl. It's kind of crazy how it works, but that's the amygdala at play. Anyway, let's say you've moved on. Yes, I'm reading from my notes. Anyway, yeah, let's say you've moved on from the flirting phase and you've managed to get into the bedroom and you guys are having sex. What is your testosterone doing at this point? Well, this is a very interesting point. At the point of penetration, your testosterone as a man is at its peak. At that point of that penetration, that's when you've got the highest testosterone in this whole phase. When your D is penetrating into her V. And yeah, your testosterone, whilst it's happening, it's fueling that dominant behavior. Like this is why men are dominant in the bedroom, because we have all of this testosterone that we are putting into the bedroom. We're pulling the girl's hair, we're grabbing her arms very tight, and we've got all this aggression that we're just letting out, and it's very normal, really. I mean, this is just what guys do. This is high testosterone in a bedroom. So yeah, and yes, we do know, if you're not new to this, you will know that testosterone does decrease after ejaculation. But if you are new to this, yes, your testosterone will go down after having sex and ejaculating. Okay, moving on to the amygdala. So your amygdala relates your current emotion into your act of sex. So this is what the amygdala is doing during sex. It's relating how you feel during that sexual encounter that you're having. And it's like, yeah, like this is what I'm going to relate to this moment. And this relates to what we talked about in the before sex phase, where your amygdala is attaching emotions to your memories. So that's what it's doing during sex. It's saying, this is how I feel in this moment. So then when you think back to that memory, that's how you're going to feel once more. And that is your amygdala at play once again. So yeah, for example, if you have sex in a happy mood for 10 times, you will feel happy the 11th time. Again, the amygdala in men is linked to aggression and dominance. I mean, this is kind of normal for us guys. This is why we are the dominant gender. I mean, we're men. This is just what we do. It's kind of normal for us to be dominant and aggressive. And it's constantly scanning your surroundings for threats. So when you're having sex and you're in that dominant position, you're aggressive, your amygdala is also scanning your surroundings for threats. It's saying, okay, I'm going to listen. Is there anyone or anything trying to intrude? Is there danger out there? Like, is there an enemy nearby? This is basically what your amygdala is up to when you're doing the deed. Emotions, your passion and desire intensifies. So, you're having sex, the passion and desire that you're feeling has intensified from before when you guys were just flirting. Your lustful thoughts, these are the emotions. You're having this lust and this these pleasure and euphoric kind of feelings for each other, and that's the kind of emotion that comes up when you think of it again, as we mentioned in the amygdala. So those lustful thoughts, like they're these kind of dirty thoughts that you feel when you feel horny, when you've got that libido is kicking in, and this is lust basically. It's different from love, but again, that's a story for another day. And yes, your oxytocin is increasing whilst you're having sex. Now, oxytocin is a hormone that's more prominent in females, although guys do feel it. Not as much though. We're more, aggressive, looking to dominate. Although we do have that oxytocin, which causes us to bond with the female whilst we're having sex. Okay, after sex, testosterone. Testosterone depletes after sex and prolactin increases. So, your testosterone, it's risen, it's peaked at penetration, it's still high during sex, and then after you've ejaculated, your testosterone, it absolutely depletes, it goes down, which makes you lazy, makes you less focused, and your prolactin increases, which is also a hormone that keeps you very, very lazy. Without ejaculation, your T levels will increase, which is kind of it's kind of crazy. Your testosterone actually goes up when you have sex and you don't ejaculate, and this is the primal part of men saying, okay, well, is there an enemy nearby? I'm not ejaculating because I need to keep my edge. Frequent sex causes lower testosterone. This should be something that you guys do know, but if you're new to this, yes, your testosterone will keep going down after constant sex. If you're not giving your body a break, you're just going to be depleted again and again and again. And of course, your prolactin is going to keep going up and up and up, which is going to make you a lazy, lethargic individual. Your amygdala. So basically, your amygdala shuts down after sex. Like, guys, if you've had sex, like your your brain just shuts down. Like, you've had sex, you're done, you're done. You don't want to do it anymore. Like, you'll basically fall asleep at that stage. Your amygdala decreases in threat detection, so you'll stop looking for threats. Your brain's basically shutting down. It's getting ready to go to sleep, or just be lazy and lethargic for that time. One becomes calm and detached. So you're not going to be so as aggressive as you were previously, and you're going to kind of detach from the whole moment and the whole situation with the woman that you're with. This is what ejaculation does for us guys, and this is what the amygdala is doing. Emotions after sex, you become calm and content. It's like you're happy with where you are. You're not really looking for anything else. You're calm. You're relaxed. You're not really up to much. You're just in a relaxed kind of vibe. Connection and bonding. This is what you feel after sex as well. You've got that increase in oxytocin, and you have that bonding with that other person from that, and it causes this connection with that person, or that woman, I should say, that you've just made love to. And desire to cuddle and stay close. This is like, you still have that desire. It's not as intense as when you were having sex, but basically, it's still there to kiss, cuddle, touch, do whatever you guys like. And all right, that's basically it. I know this was a long video. If you've made it to the end, congratulations. Really appreciate you guys. And oh my god, hit the like and subscribe button. You guys are the best. Let's keep it going. Can't wait for the next video.